Greetings. Greetings. Journaling with KemArts, baby. We back. Well, I ain't going nowhere really. Hey, I hope y'all got y'all pens and your paper ready. Y'all ready? Ready like Freddy. Just kidding. Journaling with KemArts, right to here, episode 18. Now, I know I posted that little old flower late, but it don't take that much to write what comes to mind. You need to get in the habit of journaling your thoughts so that you can heal, okay? Journaling with Kim is about being in tune with yourself, intuitive. It's developing your intuition, your imagination. It's cultivating, it's nurturing, right? So journaling with Kim is to help you guys come in contact with yourself, with your higher self, being able to listen to yourself, okay? Yeah. Some people can write to music. Some people can write to art. Some people can just be inspired by being out in nature. Okay. I do all of it. Over 20 years of writing, I do all of it. So it doesn't take much to write. I posted mine to the purple flower. It's like a sunflower, but it's purple or something, right? I don't know what kind of flower it is, but it's beautiful in it. I was like, you know what? I need to give them something to write for because some people need that encouragement. So I posted that. I was looking for this other thing, but I thought I saved it and I didn't. So I just grabbed that was the next thing in my camera roll, and I was thinking, okay, this will do. This is purple. What other way to come in purple, baby? What other way to come in purple? It's just no other way for 2020 but to come in here woke, aware. Okay, purple, amethyst, right? Come in here seeing crystal clear because this is a new beginning. This is a new cycle. This is a new elevation for a lot of people. Not everybody, of course. Okay, we already know that, but it's a whole new chapter, if you want to call it a chapter, a phase in your cycle. Okay, in your circle of life. So yeah. So I got my pen and paper out. I'm guilty, y'all. It doesn't take me. I told y'all it don't take me. It don't take me. It don't take me long to write. Okay, it doesn't take me forever because of course I've been developing it over years, writing since around 8 years old. It doesn't take me very long. Okay. And once you get the practice, then your thoughts, it'll be easy for you to write. If you want to aspire to be a writer, you want to aspire to be spoken word, you want to aspire to be a poetess or a poet, write lyrics, because that's all poetry really is. Poetry is nothing but lyrics. You can write lyrics for songs. That's why all the great musicians know how to write. They're really just writing poetry, writing their expression, their self-expression down on a piece of paper. Then a musician comes along and puts music behind that word, or some singer or artist have an idea for those lyrics, or it can be a movie, or it can be a playwright, or it could be a soundtrack to something. Okay, so get in tune with your higher self and write. You can write a book. You can write whatever, okay? But it's getting in touch with your creative destiny, your creative side, okay? Your imagination, your Amma, okay? Your I am. If you want to call it I am, I call it Amma because it's imagination. And it's the first three letters in imagination. It's Amma. So the great Amma, okay? The great imagination, the great visionaries. If you want to see something change in this world, then you're gonna have to be the visionary for it, okay? Because acting, you know, is different. Music has become different. Music has, I think for the most part, have hurt humanity because of the type of music that we're producing or we're writing to. Not only that, the hertz that the music is played on does something to our vibration overall. So yeah, our assignment, I'm not going to be long today. I'm going to probably be 30 minutes. I'll probably be 30 minutes. So if you guys got y'all writing ready, hopefully y'all got your writing ready, your journaling ready. You don't have to share it with KemArts. I just want to get y'all into healing yourself. Write to heal. That's our right to heal. WRITE and HEAL. You can heal yourself through writing. So get you some compositions and write and journal. And one day you will have a story. One day you will have a book. One day you will have a book of songs. One day you'll have a book of poetry to share with the world, right? Or to share with your children or your grandchildren or whatever, okay? And like I said, you don't have to put personal things in there because all poetry is not personal. I get inspired by other people's stories, what other people go through, the news, whatever I see on the news, whatever, anything can inspire you. It doesn't have to be your true story, okay? So don't think that it's personal to the writer, yes, because the writer wrote it, but it does not always mean that's what the person has gone through. The person has gotten inspiration from somewhere. The person has become inspired from somewhere or something that caused that person to want to express themselves. Express yourself. So this is about self-expression. This is about self-expression and your right to heal and your right and freedom and liberation to express yourself without judgment, without criticism, okay? Because no one can walk your shoe in your life and your path but you, okay? So get out your pens and paper. If y'all want to share and put it down there, I'll come on right here so I can read it. If you want me to read it, I will read it. Everybody got a picture of the little purple flower, okay? Let me pull up, let me see if I can find my page, find myself. Let me find myself, okay? There I is, there I is. There your girl, KemArts. Okay, look at me. Let me turn me down because I don't want me echoing back at me. Greetings, everyone. I'm gonna just put that down there in the chat. And you guys, I'm gonna read mine. It's only 10 minutes, so I'm just talking. So make sure you grab these. These are like 80-something cents, $1 maybe. You don't have to worry about the pages coming out. They stay in there. This is January the 3rd, 2021. There's the poem right there. So there's your work. There's your pen. I write with pencils, but today I just didn't feel like looking, so I grabbed this blue pen. But I usually write with pencils because I make typos and errors because I'm not an editor. So don't get me wrong. My shit be skipping, punctuation probably be off, but I'm not looking for that. You have to feel the vibration. Your energetic signature will develop later. Don't try to write like anybody else. Just try to write to your own vibration. And that's what I do. I write to my own vibration. I know how, to read the energy, read the stamp, the energetic stamp in my work, okay, that says it's my work. So, and it's just like musicians, just like singers. You know how some singers come out and you just know because they stay within that same range, or they stay within that same kind of sound, and without even knowing it's them, you just know who it is. That kind of stuff. But you'll develop that over time. Some people that haven't, begun to write probably won't come into that pretty quickly, because it's going to take, you're going to play with it. You don't, every word and letter like I sound like I said, greetings, greetings, don't have to, you're welcome, sis, you're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that reading for you. Thank you. And every rhyme and every word does not have to be roses are red, violets are blue. Say I love you and I'll say I love you too. Okay, challenge yourself. Every ending of your poetry work does not have to rhyme. As you can see what I wrote this morning, it doesn't rhyme in some places. It don't have to, but my energetic stamp, my signature, my sound, I've mastered the sound of vibration. I've mastered energy. So I know I don't have to rhyme with anything, right? So I'm gonna read it. I'm going to read it. Okay, I'm gonna set, well, I can't set that too far because my plug won't reach that far. So if y'all got some poetry y'all want to share, I got y'all pulled up right here. I can read it right there if you want. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. We're gonna do Journaling with Kim every first and third Sunday for like 30 minutes. I'm not gonna keep y'all that long because I know y'all got stuff to do. I got stuff to do too. So, but just to kind of give you some ideas or things, I'll post a picture so you can look on the community post for the assignment to write to. It may differ. It may be more than one, because that's a 2-week span. Okay, from the first Sunday to the third Sunday, that's almost like 2 weeks. You can write a lot. I may just post one. I may just post multiple things. Just check the community post. I got a Journaling with KemArts folder that's public on my Facebook page. You could always go there, and it's strictly just the journaling assignments. I am living levity and am embracing ease. I know that's right, sis. I know it. Look, 2021, ease. Okay, take it easy. Take it easy, okay? Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Now, they probably like, what? My poetic contribution. I know that's right. Look, get that pen and paper out, sis, and get the journaling. Boy, we'll have so many books on the market. It'll just be a windfall of writers coming out with new stuff, So definitely do that. If y'all want to, like I said, you don't have to share it. The main thing is to get people to doing something creative and to tap into that creative part in your brain, okay, that helps you create, that helps you innovate, okay, that helps you empower and uplift yourself. So I love writing. I love writing. It's just a joy, a hobby, it's a passion. I fell in love with it, at a very young age. So it's just part of me. It's just one of those gifts and talents that I have. Okay. So this one's called Love is Purple. Love is purple. Purple. Okay. Your beauty unsung. As I glance amiss, I couldn't imagine. Somebody can timestamp that at, I think it was like 1438. So let me start over. Your beauty unsung. As I glance amiss, I couldn't imagine what it is becoming you. The drippings of your struggles, the ripens of achievements in desperation, timeless pursuits. I would say yes. If this is heaven, this is what heaven feels like. Time would laugh at you of its persistence to beat you down, tug and war at best, its ugly frowns. At worst, its laughters so few. If this were heaven, I'd say this is what heaven feels for. Many pass by, not a curious reason to understand beauty's depth. Some stop and pluck of petals, lasting 2 nights from its roots, and never has once been quite so intensely until you. I would say yes. If this is heaven, this is what heaven feels like. It summons the soul of air, dents its vapor, release the sweetness and organic dew of wild lavender. The budding of summer returns warmth so pleasant, one dances in the fields of bliss. If this were heaven, I say, this is what heaven feels for. Like heaven, love is purple. So that's my little contribution to that work, that beautiful flower, whoever took it, unknown, okay? So I grab photos from different social medias, and whatever strikes up that like creative, stirs that creative, okay, inside. Kim, are there techniques for spoken writing as you have explained haikus? Not that I know of, because I don't really get into their, I just know haiku because I took the, poetry class and back in high school and, Shakespeare and all that stuff. Spoken word is just like open mic type of stuff. It could be whatever you want to write about. It could be history. It could be anything. Just like poetry can be anything. But spoken word is different. It's a little different because they can have music behind it. They can have acting. They can be real, dramatic with their hands. They can come in loud. They can come in soft. It's almost like a whole play type of deal feel to me. So poetry is just, the lyrics, the haikus, the sonnets that we went over back last year, the sonnets and the haikus, that writing style, okay? But spoken word that I know of does not have it, a definition to like what they go by, a rhyme or reason. I guess that's what it is, a rhyme or reason, because I wrote a few spoken words and I can tell the difference from my poetry versus my spoken word. It's a different type of I don't even know how to describe it really. It's just a different type of the way you present it. It's not even sometimes it can sound like a rap, but depending on who the person is doing the spoken word. They can have spoken word battles with each other. I've been to a few spoken words around DFW, but they move around, so I stopped going because I was like tired of chasing everybody everywhere. So I was like, you know what? I'll just write it, at my own leisure, at my own time, and be inspired by whatever moves me, So it usually spoken word, from what I have seen a lot of us write spoken word works really well with injustice, believe it or not. Those are the ones that really come out there and they're standing for justice, and their spoken word is to bring that attention to any injustice. And that's my spoken word. If I do something spoken word, it's typically going to be some type of injustice involved, and that's me. Now everybody else could be different, the way they come across with their spoken word. It's just whatever moves you. So hi Veronica, hi King, hi Rodney, how you doing? Hi, look down. I've been reading. I wasn't even looking down until just now. Oh, great to have everybody. So, you know, you write and be inspired. There's no definition to me, because when you put things, like when you label them, it shouldn't be a label to your poetry. It should be your own unique style. Put it like that. It should be the way you feel, the way you want to express yourself. Some people can be militant, some people can be soft, some people can be loving, some people can be very passionate in their writing, some people can be very dramatic, some people can be very hostile, some people can be very cold, manipulative, hateful, whatever. But that's that person's self-reflection and self-way to express themselves. It just means that something in them has been triggered and they're trying to deal with it. They're writing a song, they're writing a lyric, they're writing a poem, trying to bring some reason to the insanity, you know, trying to figure out where is this coming from. But you got to think back over the past lives we've been here and whatever that we've endured, whatever the person has endured. And it doesn't mean the person is going to do any harm. It just means that's self-expression. And we all like to say we got freedom of speech, but to soon somebody say something, you know, people got judgment. So you can express yourself you should be able to express yourself without somebody criticizing what you say, how you say it, okay? Because that's what you're feeling at the time. And if people can't be honest with what they're feeling at the time, you're living a lie. And I don't care who it is, I don't care what you're doing, and I don't care who it involves. If you're not being honest and truthful to yourself, that is a lie, okay? Just period, point blank, okay? That's what's wrong with the world. Everybody want to fake and shake and sugarcoat, okay? And it hadn't gotten us anywhere but further down into a ditch and a low vibration, okay? Because people hide. People like to hide, you know, people like to fake the funk. And that's okay, fake it, okay? But you're only faking it to yourself, you know, at the end of the day. So I love poetry. As y'all know, I got tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of books, you know, poetry books. And I've shared a couple from time to time. I've shared a few from time to time. I buy all colors. I just buy whatever catch my eye, depending on how I feel. They don't all be this color. You know, they be some of everything. You know, these are even good for putting your goals in, you know, whatever you need to write. You know, I can't even read these because they in pencil and it's so light and they need to be typed. You know, I struggle with trying to even read my own writing with these. This one look kind of neat, you know, but they're there nonetheless. And always date your stuff. That way you'll know. That way you'll know how long it's been. You can see your growth. I like to do it because you can see your growth and your maturity through your writing. You can see the different styles develop, and the different styles develop, the way you write go, you know, change. Your style may change because you're really, I feel with journaling, if you're going to be a poet writer or whatever, you want to write a poetry book or whatever, or you want to write a playwright, or you want to write a play or something, I feel you'll definitely get some benefit with journaling from that if you journaled, because like I said, it's really firing up that imagination, that IMA. It's really cultivating and nurturing that IMA, okay? That's within you. So definitely write. If anything, if you just want to write to just all love ideas or things you imagine about love, you can write an all love poetry book. You can write an all something for children, okay, positive affirmations or whatever the case may be. It's so many avenues you can go with that, okay. But I like because it helps you visualize. It's so what's the word I'm looking for? It's if you want to get personal with it, it'll help you visualize and go back in time. But when you felt a certain way about a certain thing or people or place or whatever, an encounter or whatever. But it also helps you, like if you want to write plays, if you want to write playwrights or movies or what's the word? What's them damn things? Sitcoms. You can, with your writing, you can imagine what the person is doing because you got the whole piece, and you have the whole aspect of writing. So you're like a producer. You can be a producer. You can be an executive producer to something because you got not just the word, but you got what the person should be doing because you can see it through the writing. So I'm one of those type of writers. Like I can see through the writing, not just write, but I can actually see through the writing what you should be doing, what is taking place. So that's a different level that comes with that mastership of writing, because you really have to be in tune and tapped into your alma, to your imagination, your creative genie. If you want to call it a creative genie, that's what it is. So it's still like if you were making any of these, you're tapped into your creative imagination. And this is poetry, this is art, right? This is art, this is poetry. And somebody had to see it to create it, okay? To create what they were trying to manifest, okay? So that's the same thing writing does. It's going to be the same creative center, but whatever is unique to you, whether it's you making jewelry, making waist beads, making, wrapping stones, it doesn't matter. Being a carpersmith, I'm gonna call it a carpersmith, because these people with the welding and the iron, the welding and the fire to make this, because this is not that easy. This is not easy bendable carpet. This is thicker than this one. This one you can bend with your hand. This one gonna take a little pressure because it's thick. So it's done with one of the welding, so that I call the carpersmith. This is wrapping, okay? The wrapping usually is thin pieces of copper that you can manipulate with the hand, okay? Like those are very easy because it doesn't take anything to shape it and twirl it with the hand. But this here takes that fire. That takes fire to make that, because that's thicker. That's a thicker piece of copper, okay? So whatever creation or creativity you want to come up with and how you want to come up with it, it's up to you, but it's just to get you in tune, get you some ideas. Some ideas may even come out of writing. So you may even get ideas in the midst of you writing and doing the assignments to journaling with KemArts. You may even get ideas that come to mind. Oh, I could do this. Oh, let me try this. And I scratch out all the time and change stuff all the time. So it's not finished until you say it's finished. But even then, writing is never finished, because somebody could always come back and add something else. I do impromptus. So impromptus is you write something, I write something, you write something, I write something. I call that the freestyle of poetry. That's like, you bouncing off of somebody else's thought, or their words, or, and then you're coming back with the impromptu. So you got this whole back and forth battle, if you want to call it, or impromptu of poetry going on between two poets. It's again like spoken word. They're freestyling. They've memorized whatever they freestyle to. They can spit it out like a rap, like a rhyme or whatever. And again, it don't have to rhyme. And I wish everybody would get that in their head, that it don't have to always rhyme at the end. Okay, get out of that, because that will stagnate you, and you'll be afraid to you'll be limited. You'll be somewhat limited in your writing. Everything doesn't need an explanation. Okay, everything, I'm asking questions in mine. I just wrote, you know, if I'd say, if this was heaven, this is what heaven feels for. And then I changed it after I did another measure. I changed it. If this were heaven, I say, this is what heaven feels for. So, and then at the end, and you got your little in between readings. Yeah, you know, if this were heaven, I'd say, this is what heaven feels for. And then say, like heaven, love is purple. I ain't got no damn rhyme or reason to that, but you got to go what you feel. It's not about ending it. I like to leave you waiting. I like to leave you like, wait, what else is it? That's a genius. That's a writer. They leave you with suspicion. I want the next poem to this. That could be a sequel. That could be 3 or 4 or 5 more poems coming behind that one, because you're like, wait, what? It's like, okay, if love is, what about love is purple? It, like heaven, love is purple. Because when you can see, when you have clarity up here in the third eye, the third chakra, that's what? That's heaven. Because you got a sense of clarity, you got a sense of truth, you got a sense of purpose, you got a sense of transparency. So it's heaven. And now whatever you see is clarity, like the crystal. It's clear. It's crystal clear. There's no confusion, right? Everything is vibrating to that one vibration, that clarity, that purple, right? That heaven. So hopefully that helps y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all long today. Thank y'all for stopping in. Enjoy that. I'll read it one more time. You know, I don't have it memorized, so don't ask me. I just wrote this damn thing today. So I know I don't have it memorized, okay? I don't have it memorized. So I'm gonna go off of that right quick, do my another music sound, and we're gonna end, and I'm gonna read it to this music by producer Zantone. Okay, so if you want to know where the beat comes from, I'll post it down below, the link to the IG or something where you can get the information from the musician, the producer of this song. Oh, I gotta turn it back up. Oh Lord. Hold on. Let me get right. Let me get my volume up right. I forgot I turned it down.
Zantone be cooking it up.
Zantone be cooking it up. Love is purple. Your beauty unsung. As I glanced amidst, I couldn't imagine what it is becoming you. The drippings of your struggles, the ripens of achievements, in desperation, timeless pursuits. I'd say, yes, if this is heaven, this is what heaven feels like. Time would laugh at you, of its persistence to beat you down. Tug and war at best, its ugly frowns. At worst, its laughters so few. If this were heaven, I say, this is what heaven feels for. Many pass by not a curious reason to understand beauty's depth. Some stop and pluck of petals, lasting to nights from its roots, and never has once been quite so intensely until you. I'd say yes. If this is heaven, this is what heaven feels for. It summons the soul of air, dents its vapor, release the sweetness in organic dew of wild lavender. The budding of summer returns warmth, so pleasant. One dance in the fields of bliss. If this were heaven, I say this is what heaven feels for. Like heaven, love is purple. All right, y'all. And we is out of here, okay? Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much. Peace, love, and harmony to y'all all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see y'all. When's the third one? I don't even know when the third is. When the third Sunday is, it's 2 weeks from now. I don't even know the date. What's the date? Hold on. Let me get it. It is the 17th. So we'll see you on January the 17th, journaling with Kim. Just keep an eye out for whatever the assignment to write to will be, just to encourage y'all to write to heal, to get in touch with your inner selves, your higher self, heal from any childhood traumas. You can journal anything in between that you want, and just whatever you want to share is totally fine. Be able to paste it down there, and I'll pull it up on here to be able to read it to you guys overline. Who knows, I may impromptu freestyle, because I'll do that too. I'll impromptu freestyle if it hit me. Okay, so I don't force anything. You know, with my writing, I just write, and you know, you can always put it down for a short minute and come back. I've never really had, I don't even really truly believe in writer's block, because once you're in tune with the creative source inside you, you're gonna always create. Because once you're gonna always create. And I don't even call it writer's block, because with me, I just be marinating over stuff. I just be like thinking, absorbing whatever the thoughts that come to mind with a certain subject or a certain artifact. You know, say if I wanted to write to this tower, this obelisk, I would just sit there, and every so often I glance at it, walk by, ignore it, go do something else. Then I'll see the image, or I'll come back and I'll just, okay. And I'm absorbing. So I'm not really, that's not a writer's block. So I don't have writer's block. I've never had in 20 years writer's block since I've been writing. Either I'm going to write or I'm not. And I'm always going to write when I feel the unction to write. Okay, I don't just sit down. I used to just sit down and write something almost every freaking day, 3, 4, 5, 10, you know, things a day. You know, whenever that mood or that energy hits me to write, I just write until I don't want to write no more. You know, or if I'm in the middle of something, I have to put it down. I try to come back later and finish it or get back in it. But it's never really quite the same when you do that. So writers know once they're in that flow, they don't like to be interrupted. They don't like to be interrupted, because they understand that moment right then is that moment they need to write. So always respect writers when they're writing, because that's that moment they're capturing something they're in tune with, whatever it is they're in tune with, you know, up there in the higher source realm and whatever else is out there in the galaxy. That's what they're bringing down to humanity. That's what they're capturing to bring down. That's what they're channeling, boom, to bring down and to give us whatever it is we get from it on an individual basis. Okay. So thank y'all so much. Hope y'all have a beautiful, beautiful first Sunday, January the 3rd, 2021. You know, a beautiful, beautiful sunny day. Finally, no rain. Look at the sun. Look at the sun back there. You know, it's like back there shining on my Sphinx picture. My Aru Amket back there. So thank y'all so much. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and harmony. Get your pads and pencils out, and I'll see y'all on January the 17th for journaling with KemArts. Okay. In between time, y'all make sure y'all write a little something though. Make sure y'all you know, write something. You don't have to share it. It can be private. Nobody's pulling nobody's leg. Okay, let me save this highlight. Okay, okay, okay. And we're out of here. So thank y'all for coming in. Appreciate y'all. Peace, love, and light.